Hey, it's Dave Wyman from Wyman Bob. Of course, we have our buddy Adam Ray here, who was in the booth and did a fantastic job.
Thank you so much, Dave.
No, that was huge, really. I mean, you spent all week kind of getting to know this team. Of course, you know most of the guys anyway. But one of the things that our spotter, Riley Michaels, came up with versus the Raiders, 32 carries, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then versus the Chiefs, 48 carries, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. So the total yardage in these two preseason games, 80 carries, 438 yards, 4 touchdowns. And it's like 5.5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
And so this was like the biggest problem going into the offseason was fixing the run game. And according to these numbers, it's fixed.
Yeah, the offensive line looked clean. They looked like together. They looked like they've been playing as a unit for some time. And for me, seeing Sam Darnold command the offense and be behind the center and be poised, and he's going into his 8th year, so you expect that type of confidence. But like again, just getting to know him over these past 8 years since he got into the league, he is just there's a different look in his eyes. He looks more focused than I've ever seen him, and I think he's fired up to be the guy in a franchise that's used to winning, and he welcomes the pressure. He's rising to the moment, and our defense, young, hungry, fast. Everything looked pretty awesome for a game 2 of the preseason.
Yeah, and I think we did have one injury tonight, which is that's
expected.
always a bummer. But one of the things I want to go, since you know Sam Darnold so well, I think a lot of the fans aren't super secure about Sam and where he's at. But guess who is? Mike Macdonald. And Macdonald is very decisive, and when he knows something, like if something was off with Sam Darnold, I think he would have fired him or traded him by now. I mean, that's the way he operates. And so, and I know for a lot of fans it's not very settling that you didn't see him get a bunch of yards and be efficient and everything as much as you'd like, but it's enough for Mike Macdonald, and I think that's all that matters.
I think they want to just solidify the run game and look, you got one more preseason game, and Sam proved it last year. I mean, over 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns. I memorized that stat before we started doing this, but I also knew that because of being his buddy and following his season, and I think we know that he can put the ball in the air. And like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, he's got a cannon attached to his right shoulder. You got to let him cook. I think we will. I think we're going to design enough plays to have that run-pass balance. You don't have a guy like that and not utilize all his skill sets. So.
Hey, Wyman Bob, you can hear it every weekday, 2 to 7, and you'll hear this guy.
My show is at the Moore Theater, December 19th. We're about 60% sold. There's a Thursday night football game, Rams at Seahawks, on the 18th, and then December 19th, Moore Theater. Tickets at AdamRayComedy.com. It's my first hometown theator show, so Wyman will be there, Rabel will be there. Eric, you're going to be there, right?
Yes.
Great, thanks a lot, Eric. He's not coming. You didn't let me look him in the eyes the entire broadcast. But happy birthday and happy early Seahawks to all the 12s. It's it's going to be a fun year. Best show in the business, Wyman Bob. Dave has the best voice in the biz. Bob has the body that everybody wishes they still had. Bob is 40 years older than me, but looks 16 years younger. We'll be right back.